Jason again. I am back to do another Gemstone 4 web video. Today I want to talk about ranged weaponry. So basically I'm a ranger. This character of mine, my oldest character, I am a half-elf ranger. So what that means is most rangers in Gemstone use ranged weapons. So you can see here, my ranged weapons is pretty high. I've got about 112 ranks. That means I've trained 112 times in ranged weapons. It's being enhanced right here by all my weapons. My weapon of choice is an elegant Sephir longbow with Jade Nox. There's short bows, composite bows, and longbows in Gemstone. Some longbows will generate their own ammo, which is really rare, and those are very valuable weapons. My longbow does not generate its own ammo, but it is sighted. In Gemstone, you have sighting and weighted weapons. Sighting means that I can basically hit body parts easier. So if I'm aiming for the eyes, I can easily crit a monster by hitting it in the eyeball, killing it instantly. So if you see up here, basically what I'm doing with this here, if you see left eye right here, this is where I'm aiming right now with all of my attacks with my bow. I'm aiming for the left eye, so I'm going for an instant kill. So I also have my quiver. If you look in my quiver, this is my bundle of arrows. So I've got my bundle of arrows in my right hand. I got my longbow in my left hand. What you got to do is you put your arrows in your quiver. All right. And the way it works is if I want to fire an arrow at a creature, I type fire, but I have to have the arrow has to be in my right hand and my bow has to be in my left hand. I believe it can be the other way around, but I always have it in my left hand. So the way it works is you type get one arrow from quiver. And what that does is you remove a single arrow from a bundle of arrows. Now I have my arrow, I have my bow, and I can fire at a creature. You do not currently have a target. If there's a creature in the room, I can just type fire, and it'll fire at any of the creatures in the room. I can type fire and specify the creature I want to fire at also. Now, I have a script that I run when I fight with my ranged weapon user, my ranger here. So I don't always have to keep on typing get one arrow and fire. I have a script. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to put this arrow back in my quiver. And what you have here when you play Gemstone is you have scripts. So if I go to scripts up here in the upper right, actually that's not it. I have macros. Okay, so when you do is you go to macro, and here's all my macros. So let me see my arrow macro. Yes, here it is. So when I hit the right bracket key on my keyboard, what it does is it runs this script. Get one arrow from quiver, and then the /R is return, then fire, then I type fire, then I type return. So it basically gets one arrow from my quiver and fires it. That's the script. And that's how I fight with my ranger. I always use that. Now you're going to ask about picking up arrows, because when you're fighting in Gemstone, you're going to shoot a lot of arrows at a creature. Well, there's a script also called loot. Loot will automatically, when you're running this script called loot will automatically pick up the arrows for you, rebundle them, put them into your quiver. So let's see how it works. Let me go kill some stuff with this ranged weapon user. Let's bring up our map application. Neurosis is already running. This is the maps. Okay, where am I? I am on Terrace Isle right now. Terrace Isle is an island in Gemstone. There's a giant volcano on it. So there's a lot of, a lot of volcano sound, explosions and stuff you see when you're playing. So let's go to the wilds. Let's go kill some of these guys. These guys are siren lizards. This place gets pretty crowded, but let's see what we can do. So right now, as I said, I am aiming for the left eye. Okay, I'm aiming for the left eye. So I can type aim, left eye. Okay? Now, what also helps with being able to aim ranged weapons is perception. Okay, I have a lot of perception. I have a lot of ambush. Ambush is also a factor. Okay, so here's a mud wasp. I'm gonna hit my script, and what just happened was he dodged me. Okay, the mud wasp dodged the missile, and it disappeared into the environs. Which means now I have to search for that arrow to find it later on. So let's try again. Okay. So basically, I killed him. You can see attack punctures the eye and connects with something really vital. The mud wasp careens to the ground, crumbles in a heap. So I hit him in the eyeball, okay? That's the great thing that makes rangers with ranged weapons so uber awesome in Gemstone, is the ability to just one-shot kill stuff like that. Unless it's a creature that can't be critted, because in Gemstone there's a ton of creatures that you can't kill with just one shot. But notice my script also did this. I pick up it picked up my arrows for me. It put it in my bundle. It picked up the arrow, put it in my bundle. So the other thing that's cool about rangers is hiding. If I type hide, now see what's going on here. I hid. You see my guy is hidden here. See the mud wasp? A mud wasp flirts around looking for something. He's searching for me. He can't find me. So if I fire, I just killed him from hiding. So basically you see an arrow come out of nowhere and it just kills him. So it's pretty awesome to play a ranger. You know, they're so versatile, and they got a lot of different spells. I'll show you some cool spells that rangers use. Let's try to find something else to kill here. Alright, this is a siren lizard. I actually have to kill these guys. So what I'm going to do is if I type Spike Thorn 616, this is a cool spell. I can make thorns pop out from under the ground from underneath him, and I hit him for a bunch of damage. See, I punctured his leg, I knocked him to the ground. Let's do it. Now he's limping. See that? He's limping north. Let's try it again. Alright, there's a lot of monsters in here. I'm going to use another spell called Nature's Fury. Basically, this is going to be a mass attack. It's going to attack all these creatures at once. So we got a mud wasp here and a siren lizard. Now we just have a siren lizard because the monsters in this area, they move around. So if I type 635, that's my spell. Well, let's find a place where there's more creatures. Alright, right here. Ready? 635, boom. Oh. I had a spell hindrance, so let's try it again. 635. Okay, so what this did is it's called Nature's Fury. Basically, when I cast this spell, it takes 35 mana, so I only have 128. It's an expensive spell. Basically, it starts hitting the creatures in the room with dirt and with moss-covered refuse. Look at that. It's because it's Nature's Fury, so nature's attacking all the creatures. So basically, it's a pretty destructive spell. All right, so see that? I just critical shot this lizard in the eye again. I shot destroys eye and brain behind it. So it's pretty cool playing a ranger because they're so versatile. Now this longbow I have, this Sephir longbow, it's a pretty valuable longbow. Let me tell you, this was raffled off. So basically, in Gemstone, there's raffles. What that means is there's one item that somebody's going to win, and there's 100 people. There's however many people want to buy a ticket to win the raffle they can pay. Okay, so this longbow here was raffled off. You had to buy a 50K silver ticket, and then only one person won it. You know, and there were like 100 people in the raffle, you know, and they picked one raffled winning ticket, and that's who won it. So in Gemstone, if you win raffles in Gemstone, and it's all blind luck, but winning a raffle in Gemstone, you win some pretty cool stuff. And that's what I think definitely differentiates the game, is the ability to win this cool stuff that nobody else in the game has. I'm the only one that has this longbow. I'm the only one in the game, okay? Now, there's other Sephir longbows. There's other longbows that are sighted. There's a ton of longbows in the game. But I'm the only one that owns this particular one. The other reason why this longbow is really valuable is if you type skills. See how everything's being enhanced right now? My ranged weapons and all that. If I wear my longbow, if I type wear bow, and I type skills again, notice I'm not as enhanced. That's because this is an enhansive longbow. It's enhancing all my stats. There's not a lot of Sephir enhansive longbows in Gemstone. It's a pretty boss longbow. It cost about 50 million silvers. I didn't win the raffle, but I won something that got me the silvers to be able to buy it from somebody else that they sold it. So in Gemstone, there's silvers, okay? So the bow was 50 million silvers for me to buy, okay? So if I type wealth, okay, you see I have 320 coins with me right now, okay? So just to tell you, it's silvers. That's the currency in Gemstone, and the way it goes by is if you have a million silvers, well, that's a little bit of money, okay? But there are people that have hundreds of millions of silvers in Gemstone, okay? And there's items in Gemstone that cost 200 million silvers, 250 million silvers. There's even people in Gemstone that pay real cash to buy items in Gemstone, and I know it might be frowned upon by some, okay? But people do sell Gemstone silvers for real cash. Right now, the going rate is about $9 per 1 million silvers in game. Okay, before like 5 months ago, it was $14. Okay, because there was a big event that people needed silvers for, so people were buying silvers. So, just to tell you, I could take this longbow that I have here, and I could sell it for real cash. Okay, I could sell it for cash. I'm not going to do that. Some people might do that. Some might not. Hey, you know, it's not frowned upon. Some people frown upon it. Some people don't. It's just part of the game. It's part of the economy of Gemstone. So, it's a pretty boss longbow I have right here. Now watch this. I can multi-fire. What that means is I can reach for 2 hours at once and shoot them both at the same time. It increases my round time by double, but it's pretty cool. It's called multi-fire. I have another quick button that I hit for that. Now, see the Siren Lizards, he's stunned? Let's hit him with Spike Thorn again. I didn't hit him for that much. The thorns came out from underneath him, but it didn't kill him. Let's try it again. 616 Lizard. I knocked him to the ground. Let's hit him again. Alright. I hit him in the eye again. It penetrated deep into his skull. The dude's dead. Alright, so basically some cool stuff. In Gemstone you can hide. You can also sneak. I can sneak north. What that means is I just snuck north. Nobody saw me move north. I was hidden. I moved north. So just a little video I wanted to do here about ranged weapons. They're pretty cool. And that's that. So I'll be doing another video soon, guys. Maybe the next video. Oh, see, just what happened. The lizard knocked me down. I lost my footing. I'm gonna get up, and guess what? I'm gonna shoot him in the eyeball. Let's see. Oh, look at that! I hit him in the eyeball again. So, you know, there's other rangers that play Gemstone. There's other people that have Gemstone that play rangers and have cool long bows. There's a lot of cool long bows in the game, and it's just a really awesome way to fight. So let's see if I can kill this guy. Let's Nature's Fury him. And look at that. The lizard just got stuck by a piece of mist-covered refuse. So some dung came flying at him from Mother Nature or something like that. And I just killed him again. So that's Ranged Weapon Combat with Gemstone. A little bit about Rangers. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.